Hey, this is the Codger. I'm here with my friend Pete. He's got a 2021 Indian Roadmaster, and it's super cool. If you're a biker, you know what Sturgis is. But have you ever seen an Indian motorcycle from the Sturgis dealership? That's what we're going to look at today. Hey Pete, how you doing today?
Beautiful morning.
All right, so last year you and your wife went to the Sturgis area and bought a motorcycle. Can you tell me anything about it?
2021 Roadmaster. 2021 Roadmaster. Right from the Sturgis Indian dealership. Picked it up last fall. Loving the bike so far.
All right, what makes the Roadmaster so special, being from Sturgis? Can you point that out?
Well, Sturgis dealership puts a couple badges on it. They put the one on the horn cover. It says Sturgis on it.
And there's some more on there too, right?
Yeah, there's the one on the back of the front fender.
There you go. Hopefully you can get a good picture of that. I'm doing this with a GoPro, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. Okay, so that's kind of what makes an Indian bike from Sturgis a little bit more special. You can only get those bikes from the Sturgis dealership. That's the only way you can get that badging. But this is a classic looking Indian. What I like to point out almost immediately is the fenders. That's a classic Indian fender. And this ain't your Indian motorcycle of old, though, either. And look at that engine. That is one hell of a cool looking engine right there. And that's a 116. That makes 92 horsepower and 126 foot-pounds of torque. This bike's got some power. And you can see that this bike has a lot of storage capacity. I think, don't quote me just yet, I'll have to look it up again, but I think it has 36 gallons of capacity.
Sounds great.
We got dual exhaust here. And of course, this is this is like the premium bike, or one of the premium Indian bikes. So you got all the features that you would want. You got onboard audio, you got the digital Bluetooth, you got all the programs you could ever possibly want. I'm sure you have onboard navigation, like GPS. I don't know what to call that.
There's the navigation. You can go through and get your audios. Navigation, you can switch it between tour mode, standard mode, and sport mode. You can flip through and see how many miles you put on whatever trips. Windshield goes up and down for however you want it. It's a pretty cool bike.
Yeah, and it looks awesome. And here's the engine from the other side. As mentioned before, this is a 116. They call it a Thunderstroke engine, which is, I think that's a pretty cool name. Very classic Indian sounding name of an engine. Here's what it looks like from the side. On this side,
everywhere you look, there's little Indian symbols. Everywhere you look on it.
Right on the edge of the grips, on the end of the grips. That's pretty cool.
Got little glove boxes in here.
There's one on each side. And of course, this has ABS.
And the fairings open up so you can get more wind through.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Those really hot days like yesterday.
Of course, this bike also has floorboards. This bike's built for comfort. Very comfortable looking 2-passenger seat there.
It's got heated seats. The driver and the rider and the passenger, you can either put them on, high or low or off, so you can control them separately.
That's pretty cool. So this is basically a couch on 2 wheels going down the road, which is, in my opinion, the best way to travel. And if you're watching this, you probably would agree with that. But this is a really cool bike. We're kind of doing this video on the fly. We're in Bayfield, Wisconsin right now. Beautiful morning, beautiful sunny day. I'm going to point the GoPro towards the lake. Hopefully I get a good shot, or at least a good enough shot. But that's Lake Superior. Pretty calm day for Lake Superior. Well, the final thing what we're going to do is we're going to start the bike up so you can get an idea of what the Indian sounds like. I'd like to point out though that Pete's going to have this tuned up, and it's going to be a little bit louder. But this is what it sounds like stock. All right, and just to do a quick comparison, of course, I'm riding my 2015 Fat Boy. Now my bike's gonna be louder, but I want to point out to you that once Pete has this tuned up, his bike's gonna probably be a lot louder than this. Well, normally I'm doing this by myself, so this will be a little bit different than normal. I'm gonna start it up from this side, just to get a comparison. Good enough. So there you go. You know, bike. So there you go. Pete's bike. That's a luxury cruiser. That's the top of the line right there, and it's an awesome bike, and it's a unique bike because of the Sturgis badging. So if you see an Indian Roadmaster that looks identical to it, it probably isn't. You're not going to find a lot of Indian Roadmasters with Sturgis badging on them. So that makes this bike extra cool. And one last thing I do want to show you. I want to show you the Indian badging on there. It really stands out. Really makes it look like an Indian bike. There's no mistaking it. Very cool bike. Very classic. You know, Pete loves it, and I think it's awesome too. You know, been happy to go for a ride with him this weekend. Oh shit. I gotta unlock it.
Oh.
I got the wheel lock. I'm glad I did that. I don't usually do that at home.
Great.
Hey, this is Codger. I just want to remind you, you can follow me on Twitter at RiderCodgerGame. I want to remind all bikers to ride safe and keep the shiny side up. Everyone, please live your best life. Thank a veteran or active service member for their service, and have a great day. I do want to point out, while we're going down through Bayfield, Wisconsin area, that Pete's bike has been tuned up. It's going to be sounding different. There's new lighting on it and everything. I haven't seen it in person yet, but I know it's awesome because well, I'm just going to point it out to you point blank that Pete is awesome. So everyone, just have a great day, ride safe, and be happy with yourself. Man, what bike do I ride? The Fat Boy or the Lowrider? I don't really know. Probably the Fat Boy. The Lowrider's a lot of fun, but I'll tell you what you can do. You can like, comment, and subscribe, and share, while I try to decide which one I'm gonna ride. It's the best problem to have.